Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Inner Strength for Entrepreneurs. This is the place where we talk about, we coach about, we mentor about how, as an entrepreneur, do you develop your inner leadership, your inner strength. You are going to be tested, you are going to be tried, you are going to be proven through building a business. So what can you do to build your emotional intelligence, to master your mindset, and to stay strong when the going gets tough? I'm Cassandra Vaughn Worsley. If you're new to Inner Strength for Entrepreneurs, you can check me out at cassandravaughn.com. And I have an amazing private Facebook community for those of you who are ready to fire your inner critic, find your inner badass, and finally build your business. You can find that group at facebook.com/groups/fire your inner critic. All right. I have been thinking about this question for a minute. And it's something that I want to talk about because a big piece of developing inner strength as an entrepreneur is understanding the difference between these two things. So here's the question for today, and here's the thing we're going to talk about. What's the difference between enduring a thing and settling for it? Let that one land for a second. Think about this. What is the difference between enduring a thing and settling for it? You know, so often, especially when you are loyal and responsible and dependable, and you are big on doing what you say you're going to do, and you tend to be somebody who's really committed and you give everything you have, that's beautiful. But it can also wind you up in situations where you commit to things you shouldn't commit to, and you endure things you should not endure for far too long. And that applies to business, because so often we think that the first business we start is the business we've got to make successful. When if you look at the research, on average, people go through 5, 6, 7 businesses before they land on the one that really works. And so I want to really talk about this idea of what's the difference between enduring a thing and settling for it, because the really successful entrepreneurs know when to quit a thing. They're not believers in you finish everything you start. They know when something shows up in their business arena that really has no place and no value. And they know when it's time to dig in and commit to something, and they know when it's time to cut something loose. And what most entrepreneurs struggle with is understanding, well, with this project or this product or this client, am I supposed to endure? Or is what I'm really doing settling here? What's the difference? So let's talk about it. So endurance, it's the ability to persist. It's the ability to have stamina, staying power. When you endure something, you may feel the pain of it. You will carry the weight of it. You will deal with the ups and downs of it, but you will continue on the journey with it. That is endurance. You know, I love the saying, we can endure hard things. We can endure all things. And so endurance is about stamina. It's about staying power. It's about staying the course. It's about digging in when the going gets tough. Now, settling is different. Settling is tolerating, accepting less than you deserve. It's pretending to be okay about things that you're actually not okay with. Settling is accepting what others give you because you think on some level you can't do better or you're not worthy of better. Can you tell the difference already between enduring a thing and settling for it? When you are using endurance, when you are really enduring, lots of us endure things that we should not endure, and lots of us settle for things that we should not settle for. And so I want you to get this really clear inner strength distinction in your mind already, that endurance is only meant for certain things, and settling is not meant for you at all. I want you to get the distinction. Endurance is only meant for certain things, and settling is not meant for you all. And here's how you know whether you should endure in something in your business, or whether what you're actually doing in your business is settling for something. And that could be a client, that could be a project, that could be a business, legal, it could be any number of things. But here's the thing, enduring feels when it's right. Let me preface all of that. When you are enduring on a thing that is meant for you, when you're enduring in your business on a project, a client, a situation that is meant for you, in that situation, enduring feels like destiny. If you are enduring and that situation is not meant for you, which means you're actually settling for that thing, settling feels like torture. That's the difference. Not to say that endurance isn't hard. Again, endurance requires staying power, it requires stamina. It is going to feel heavy at times. But no matter how heavy endurance feels, when it's right, endurance feels like destiny and settling feels like torture. So if you're staying with a client or keeping a client or not firing a client, and every time you have to talk to them, it feels like torture, you're not enduring, you're settling. And endurance is for you in certain arenas. Settling is never for you on any arena. So that's the first sign. Endurance feels like destiny. Settling feels like torture. Here's the second and final sign I'm going to talk about in this Inner Strength for Entrepreneurs episode. Enduring when it's right, when you're enduring on things that are meant for you in your business. Enduring has meaning and value. There's a purpose to your endurance. There's a purpose to your staying power. There is meaning and value. There is a bigger vision to why you are enduring in your business. So enduring when it's right has meaning and value. Settling always comes with limits and pain. I want you to really get this, because some people think they're enduring in their business and they're actually settling. And then they wonder why they've got all these limits, inner, outer limits, why they feel all this pain, why they're not as excited about their business. You know, sometimes you'll endure and you won't be excited about what you're enduring about. But the difference is when you are enduring in things, through things in your business, and it's right for you, enduring has meaning and value. But if your endurance is actually really settling in your business, all you're experiencing are limits and pain. That's all you're experiencing. And here's what I want to say. I was thinking about this question, you know, like, how do you know? How do you know whether what you're doing in your business is the mark of endurance and it's something you should be enduring, or if it's the mark of settling and you really need to deal with yourself about this whole not deserving, not being enough thing? You'll know it by the way you feel. You will know it by the way you feel. Pay attention to the way you feel. I can't tell you the number of entrepreneurs who second guess their emotions. They second guess their intuition. They think, I'm just being a crybaby, or I just need to just suck it up and deal. No, you don't need to suck it up and deal. Your emotions are powerful. And yes, you don't want to be at the mercy of them, but pay attention to what they're telling you. Pay attention to what's happening within you, because endurance feels like destiny. Settling feels like torture. Enduring has meaning and value. Settling has limits and pain. And your emotions will tell you which space you're living in. And again, endurance is for you on certain things in your business. Settling is not for you at all. It's not for you at all. So take that for what it's worth. And be sure that you subscribe to this YouTube channel, youtube.com/Cassandra Von TV. There will be new episodes. I cannot say how often every single week. I'm not going to commit to something that I cannot commit to, but I will say I'll be doing more Inner Strength for Entrepreneurs episode coming up soon. I will see you guys on the next episode.